everyone, Marnie here for another video for Earth Heart Healing and Energy Healer's Guide to Spiritual Awakening. I'm Marnie. I'm an energy healer and a spiritual support coach over on my online platform, Earth Heart Healing. And in 2025, I decided to make videos for you all on YouTube. So welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe if you are resonating with the content. It helps my channel grow. And what is life without growth, everyone, right? So today's video is about loving ourselves, 3 ways to love ourselves energetically through heartbreak. So short and sweet, I just went through a heartbreak and the beautiful time frame of Valentine's Day. So it really hit me to take Valentine's Day as a self-love day. And you know, for the last 2 weeks, I've been really going through it, feeling all the pain, acknowledging where I created this reality. So that's like one major thing. That's my first tip, is hone into where you created this dynamic in your life. How did you get to this heartbreak? How are you half responsible for it? Because that's the only part we can change, right? So when we can look at the part that we created, which for me, I'll give you the backstory, was I'm a giver, I'm a lover, I'm a devotional person. When I love somebody, I love them and I want to see the best in them and maybe tune into their full potential, their higher potentials vibrationally, and miss the red flags or not allow the red flags to come in a balanced way. So I think that's what happened this time, although I'm not quite 100% certain because I still feel like I need to get some more clarity around the other person's point of view. But from my own side, what I can say is the separation is a bit of a mystery. And in that, I really had to let go of finding the answers. Like, why? I just want to know why. Can we have a conversation? And a lot of men, they don't like to go there so easily. So kudos to those men who do take the emotional initiative and have those deep conversations that all of us women love to get through, to understand what we want, where we want to go, what we want to do with the present moment. So, yeah, so the first thing that I did was realize the pattern that was coming. I could feel energetically like, wow, this is a childhood trauma. I've tracked this a number of times now through heartbreaks. Oh man, it's coming up again. Oh man. And and then just going with it. It's my second time making this video, everyone, and I burst out. It kind of made me giggle. Like when the heartbreak happens, we don't expect it, but I kind of explained it in the past video. The cords get cut from our heart and we're just like, no, I want those cords back. I want that connection back. And so, yeah, so that happened to me. And then you have to surrender into the moment and just be like, okay, I'm here again. Feel the pain and acknowledge. You know, I had this inner intuition to do a Tantra workshop when it was all going down. And I didn't know why I was going to do it. I thought I was just fed up with maybe not having enough connection. I thought Tantra would help me come back to my center, which it did. And it also taught me a lot about trauma responses and this dynamic of being the giver and maybe not taking as much as we wish we could, wish we want, like giving and thinking the person's going to give the same amount in return, but instead they just take because there's takers and givers. And yes, we have to learn how to be both in a way. So, you know, I overstepped my own boundaries a number of times, kind of forgot, until at one point it was like a boomerang, like, nope, I can't do this anymore. Anger, rage, boundaries back intact. This is the type of person I am, and if you can't go for that, then yeah, adios amigo. So, you know, and I love, so you have to be prepared when your boundaries are calling you back to have to let go of people if they don't want to meet them. And, you know, that's a whole process in itself. So I had already done that before, you know, the healing self-love moments were happening. So the first one is, yeah, to pay attention to where you stepped across your own boundary or created the dynamic. And also, if you're aware enough, you'll start to see what childhood programmings are coming through during, like, what created this trauma response, you know? And it's usually underdeveloped, unhealed parts of our childhood. And for me, it was like a really baby self, like, I can't do it on my own. This is the codependent part. Like, it really was this baby who can't do it on her own. She's little and she needs help. So I spent a lot of time in guided meditation. So that is my second tip, is find the answer key. Find your solution. So for me, what is Marnie when she is in her center, when I'm myself, when I'm really in my power, in my creativity, in my individuality? And I know what that feels like, because I have spent a lot of time as a single woman. And I think on the healing journey for healers and their lineage or lineage healers, we learn how to be independent women. And so that's my second tip, is to find, okay, the version of me. How did I do it? I had this awareness that my sacral chakra and my heart needed to be more integrated. Like, I wasn't being loved in my heart space enough. Maybe the other areas were fun and flowing, but those two pieces of me were not connecting together, So, and that's just that's the childhood trauma of having the baby self not be met, and then just perpetuating that wound for so long in my life. So now I'm learning how to meet myself, and so I spent a lot of time in guided meditation. I just look them up on YouTube. I've used different ones over the years, and I always just kind of let it be fluid, and whatever shows up in the moment is the one that whichever one I resonate with, I'll choose, and maybe I'll work with it a couple times and just kind of let it be fluid. And I guess to get there, giving yourself enough space to do the process work is important. So if you have the weekend, just don't be afraid to go within, to take time after work, to really just drop into yourself and say, hey, I need to do this to get through. And find meditations or healers, or maybe book a session with me if you want to. Just a little plug there, to help you step in, reclaim that vibration of your empowerment and your beauty and your deservedness and how you really should be loved. The higher dimensional version of you, when we step into the light and love of the universe, like there's so much space for everyone to be creative and seen and loved, and we slow down a little. And it's important to remember what it means for your heart to be big and seen and loved in a deep way. So I am working with that now in myself, and it helped me. The breakup experience really helped me to come back to my center and to remember what my goals and ambitions are as an individual. Number 3, this is something that I do a lot when I'm moving energy, and I'm passing it on to you as a tip. I'm going to be honest, I really like Santa Maria, and I work with it from time to time. Gotta be honest on here, guys. I live the shamanic lifestyle. These are all medicines and must be used in moderation, and living in the real world too is important. So there's a balance between them all. I cleaned my house, and I did it over like 3 days. I moved really slow, and I find when I go into that space, and I don't live in a big house, guys, but I went through everything, like all my things, took out things, put back things, cleared my sacred spaces, all the way to dusting and mopping the floors. And I think what that does is it really pulls, there's so much information in the things we hold in our homes, and our homes are sacred. So taking the time when we're going through big energetic shifts to collapse into, before I cleaned my house, it was a mess. It was a mess for a couple of days, crazy chaos. I mean, I'm not that messy, but I'm messy. I can be messy. Just let everything be, watch it and walk through it, and what does it bring up? Okay, something exploded. Okay. And then slowly I work on one room, and and things kind of flow in waves, the energy does. So that's my last tip, is to take time to purge and clean, and you never know you have to do it at the right time when you feel your empowerment coming through, because what you're doing is you're reclaiming your space for yourself, for your own empowerment. To remember who you are, the beautiful woman that you are. So yeah, and after a couple weeks of moving through it and finding the light at the end of the tunnel for sure, and having drive and ambition to move forward as well. One other little detail I think I want to bring up is when it first happened, the trauma, I was like, no, like I felt like I was being swept away back to, where my family lives, as a trauma response, like as a run, as a fear-based one, like I'm scared. And I need to run back to my family. And then I went, no, I deserve to be here. I worked hard to be here where I am in this part of the world. And I really love where I am. So I stuck my foot down, as they say, and nested into my space. And that was kind of a counter, intuitively at a deep level, okay, but like a counterintuitive from what I would normally tend to do as a trauma response. So that's a little extra little tip at the end. I think I'm going to leave it there. If you like these videos and you find the tips helpful, hopefully they'll get more refined over time. I have this intuitive nudge that I should take a kind of public speaking course or learn something in that space to support this channel for all of you, so everything becomes a little more coherent and linear. Maybe we need some more linearity here. Anyway, with all that said, sending you love for the week. I hope you have an amazing week. You are beautiful. I'm sure you're beautiful. And you have a beautiful heart. And sending you my love. See you next time.